Hi everyone, welcome back to Rob Boss. Painting is fun. Now, today we're going to do a nice, easy, kind of nighttime painting with the sun going down over the nice mountains. So we're just going to have the colors running down the screen here, and let's get started. Get your brushes out and your happy hats on. First, what we're going to do is just get a nice sun going on. We're just going to take a little bit of our white, and we're just going to nice circular motions here. That'll provide a very nice bright light coming from the mountains. Now from the other side, without washing our brush, we're just going to take a little bit of the yellow. Just going to kind of get that color into that brush. And then we're just going to get some color in there. Nice. Now we have some odorless H2O here to wash our brushes. We're just going to dip it in there nice. Shake it off a little, but then just this fun bit here to speed it. That always puts a smile on my face. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to get our palette knife here, and let's have a little fun here. Let's just take a little bit of the red and then get a little bit of the yellow. We're just going to get some white here and mix that in. That makes a nice kind of light red. Okay, wash that off a little bit. Didn't really do much there, but that's okay. Now, we're just going to get a bit of that in there. We don't want too much because we don't want to drown out all the sun there that we started. Now, when you do this, you don't need many tools. You just need maybe a brush and just a vision in your mind of what you want. Now, I started painting when I was just a little boy as a hobby, but I didn't realize I had a little bit of talent. But that's just to say that if you have something you want to do, you can just go on and do it. So we're just going to finish up painting some light colors around here. You can go in real rough here because that won't matter at all. Maybe there's one side of the area that you think should have a bit more color in there. And if you want to, you can just bring it down because this is your painting, your imagination. You can have whatever you want. Okay, we're just going to take the color out of there. That's just so much fun. We're going to put this down and go to our big 2.5 inch brush. And you know what? Let's just have a little fun here. Okay, now let's just get some yellow here and a little bit of red. And we'll mix that in there. It'll make a nice orange. Let's just get that in there. Okay, now we're going to take our 2.5 inch brush and just get that all in there. Then we're going to just kind of go around, circular motions. We're going to need a little bit more. It's drying out pretty quick. Let's get a nice amount of yellow, bit of red. Okay, we're just going to get a nice amount of orange in the brush, and we're just going to continue that out. Now, some of you might be thinking that, boy, that's a very orange sky, but don't you worry. We'll sort that right out. Because even if this was an accident, well, we know it's a happy one. Oh, flippin' heck, this dries quick. Okay, now we're just going to get the remainder of that and bring it up here. Maybe put a little bit in that sun area.
You probably should have wetted the brush before you started.
Well, you know what? We can just... That's okay, we can just continue this here. Yeah, it's nice and wet. As a painter, you always want to have your brush wet. When that's wet, you can bring out more of that color and just really get in there. Just bring it across the whole sky. Dance a little bit when you're doing it. That's how you know you're doing a good job. It's when you dance. Maybe do a little circular motion whilst you're doing that. Kind of add a little bit of texture to that sky. Maybe there's some happy little clouds in the background there. They're just doing their little circular dances in that lovely, lovely orange sky. Don't that already just look like a nice, afternoon? You're looking at the sunset. It's real nice out there. Okay, we're just gonna clean our brush here and just whack it off. The fun bit. Okay, so what we're gonna want to do now is, well, maybe you want some mountains in the background. So we're gonna get our palette knife and we're just gonna put some black on there. No matter. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna bring that and swoop down. Just swoop. Maybe you want a nice peak in there. Now when you see that, that's okay. We'll just fill that in with a brush. You're gonna get this real wet with that black. Now a lot of people have asked me, where am I from? Well, I'm from Florida. Lived there for a while, joined the Army, and well, that was a little too harsh for me, so I had to go to a more simpler life. Now look where I am now, in front of you folks with a nice painting in the works. Okay, so maybe you think, okay, those are some nice mountains we have started up there. Bring that up, bring it down. Yeah, nice. Now with those areas, you can see that they're kind of give a little shading to the mountain tops. Maybe that sun is glaring down on them. And heck, don't they just look beautiful? Maybe you want this in the winter, maybe you want it summer, but I really like it when it's in the spring, so let's just get crazy. Now, because it's in the nighttime, you're not going to want bright green in there for the spring, but you're going to want some. So we're going to get green here, then we're going to take some black here. This is a strong shade, so you don't need much in there to make that a dark color of green. You're going to want to get your smallest brush and just get a little bit of that black. Bring it down. Then you're just going to want to bring some twigs out. Maybe got a couple of weird ones here. Then what you're going to want to do is put this brush down. Get your 2-inch brush here. Then get some of that green that we made previously. And you're just going to want to get a little bit more. Get that brush a little wet. A little wet there. Hit a little bit. Get a little bit more there and just... Now, you're going to want to get some actual shape to those mountains. So we're just going to wash this brush. So our other 2-inch brush here, it's a bit stiffer here. Now just get the black, nice and thick coat of that black. Yeah, nice. Now what you're going to do is just get on that edge and just swoop down. Just swoop on down. Maybe up a little bit, however you like it. Maybe this one goes in front, so you're going to want to have a different section going there. You may think there's not a lot of shading on that tree, but well, gosh darn if we're not gonna fix that. Now just bring that right to the edge of that. Right there. Yeah, nice. And if you want, you can just get this and just bring it all the way down. This will pay off in a little bit. Okay, we're gonna have a nice picture in our hands. And if you're thinking there's not a lot of shape to those mountains, then you're right. There's not at this point. But yeah, if we just put that in our trusted pocket here, that'll all be fixed. We're just gonna get that and just scrape down. Scrape down. Scrape on a little bit. Then you get some more scrapes down there. And just bring those right down. Alright. Then we're gonna get our round brush and just tap it. Get a little bit of that grass bit. And just tap. Alright, that's looking pretty good here. We're gonna get some black again on our palette knife. Both sides, just coat it. Yeah, real nice, real thick. Now we're just gonna come here and draw a line with that here. we're just gonna put a little lake in there. So with the black still on, you're gonna want to get some blue. Now you don't want it very dark, you're just gonna get some white in there. Mix it all in there. See, that's a little bit dark still. You're gonna get some more white. Make a nice water looking thing. That already looks like a nice lake in there already. We're just gonna bring that down. Got a little carried away there, but that's okay. Now we're not gonna wash this brush. We're gonna get some red, get some yellow. We're gonna mix all those colors in there. Get a lot of white. I love white stuff. Like snow. Don't you just love it when it snows? Well, now we're trying to want to get a mix of our lake and our mountains and our sun here. So get a lot of that red. Maybe a bit more white. Okay, there's some more yellow. Remember kids, when it snows and you see yellow snow, don't eat that. What we're gonna do here is not that brush. This one, our other clean 2-inch brush. We're gonna take that, we're just gonna swipe down, real gently. Don't touch the canvas too hard, or else you're gonna get some funky colors. Now just you're gonna want to mix that. Maybe you want to get some of that sun in there that you made right at the beginning. We'll just kind of bring that down. Then we're gonna want to wash this brush. Now we're just gonna whack it. Okay, nice. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna bring that all in there. Bring it all, mix it together. Now you might think that that's a little empty in there. Well, this is a real quick solution. Emptiness. Now, in my life, I've been a lot of empty holes in my life. This is a real easy way to fill in a hole in your painting. Just get some green there. Okay, that's a nice dark green in there. Now you're gonna want to get your nice fluffy brush, pat that in there, and then just want to get that right in there. These work as nice trees going in the background there. Now we're just gonna get our black brush. Just paint a happy little tree in there. This tree's real nice. We're gonna make him real friendly. Now there's nothing wrong with being friends with trees. Now you know what? Let's give him a little friend in there. Happy little friend tree. That's gonna be real nice. Right in there. Let's give him some little branches here. Starting at the top. Now we're gonna give his little friend maybe a few less twigs. Maybe he's still growing a little bit after a hard winter. Okay, wash this brush. Whack it off as much as you can. It's the smaller ones that are harder to whack off. It fell off. Now what you're gonna want to do is get your flat brush here. Maybe it has a little bit of the last color in it, but that's okay. We can just get some green, get some black, mix that a bit, and just edge it. Those are still shining a little bit in there, but they're not too showy off, you don't want that. Now we're just gonna add in maybe a big tree here and just really cover that. This is a nice thick tree coming right to us. Paint right at the bottom there. Get that right in there. And then we're gonna have some more trail here that's gonna cut off the edge of the lake that we already have going there. Little edge right along there. Now we're gonna do one more big tree here, then I think we should be good. Maybe a bit more green in this one. Make it a little bit more visible. Not much though, you don't want much more. Maybe add a little peak to that. Well, maybe make that tree a bit bigger. Fill in more of that light space. Well, if we don't have a nice finished painting here, then I don't know what else we got. Anyway, I'm Rob Boss, and thanks for joining me on Painting is Fun.